A tragic incident occurred in Singapore on January 27, 2023, before 6 a.m., when 68-year-old technician Ong Shang-huat was fatally injured after being hit, dragged, and run over by a van. This incident took place at the junction of Pasir Ris Drive 1 and Loyang Avenue, a busy area known for its significant pedestrian traffic. Ong was on her way to work and was crossing the road when the pedestrian light turned green, giving her the right of way. Meanwhile, 61-year-old Singaporean Tan Si was driving a van along Pasir Ris Drive 1, preparing to make a discretionary left turn onto Pasir Ris Drive 6. Despite the traffic lights being in favor of both pedestrians and vehicles turning left, it was the responsibility of the driver to yield to pedestrians. Tan, however, failed to notice Ong as she began crossing the road. As Tan executed the left turn, his van struck Ong, causing her to fall backwards onto the road. In a horrifying sequence of events, the van ran over her and dragged her for a short distance. Instead of stopping to check on the injured pedestrian, Tan briefly halted before driving away from the scene. This act of negligence and abandonment was witnessed by another driver who was behind Tan's van at the junction. This witness honked at Tan and then alighted from his car to assist Ong. He immediately called for an ambulance. Ong was rushed to the hospital, but despite medical efforts, she succumbed to her injuries later that same day. Her daughter later took to Facebook, appealing for witnesses to the tragic event. The case was brought to court, and Tan Si faced multiple charges under the Road Traffic Act. He pleaded guilty to 3 charges: driving without due care and attention, causing death, failing to stop after a traffic accident, and failing to render assistance. A 4th charge was considered during sentencing. The court proceedings revealed that Tan had a history of traffic violations dating back to 1992, including fines for speeding, careless driving, and running red lights. His most recent infraction before the fatal incident was in 2021 when he was fined 400 Singapore dollars for failing to conform to a red light signal. The prosecution argued for a sentence between 12 months and 6 weeks to 15 months and 9 weeks in jail, along with an 8-year driving ban. They emphasized Tan's failure to keep a proper lookout for pedestrians at the signalized junction and his decision to drive off despite knowing he had hit someone. The prosecution pointed out that Tan had activated his hazard lights and stopped briefly after the collision, which indicated that he knew he had hit a pedestrian. Tan's defense lawyers, Sunil Sudhizan and Joyce Koo from Quay Wu and Palmer, argued for a lighter sentence of about 7 months and 2 weeks. They contended that Tan did not realize he had hit a person and only discovered the collision from the traffic police. The defense also mentioned that Tan felt puzzled after checking his van's tires post-incident and finding no puncture or damage. They added that Tan had been racked with guilt since learning about the fatal accident and intended to plead guilty. In sentencing, Judge Kok Shuen acknowledged the significant degree of carelessness on Tan's part and sentenced him to 10 months and 4 weeks in jail. Additionally, Tan was banned from driving for 8 years. The judge allowed Tan to begin his jail term the following week, considering the defense's request. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance and responsibility on the road, particularly at pedestrian crossings. The loss of Ong Shang-huat has left a profound impact on her family and the community. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, 2230, for more updates and detailed coverage of important news events. We invite you to leave your thoughts and comments below. What measures do you think should be taken to improve road safety in such areas? Your opinions matter.